Oh. Talk about not wanting to be contrived. Oh my gosh. You know, I can't see the viewfinder on this camera, but you know what? It doesn't matter because, let's see, what, 25 plus years ago, none of us could ever see the view in real time on the camera. When you looked at a camera or you posed for a camera or you were in front of a video camera, all you saw was the black lens. That's all you saw. You didn't have any of this like real-time screen that's staring at you in the face. I am here to have a discussion. Today, I think I saw a wasp in my garden. I think I saw a wasp in my garden, which got me excited. 7 months ago, we brought 2 puppies home. After bringing the puppies home, we were in the middle of a large backyard garden redo. I wouldn't say renovation, I guess renovation, but we were in the middle of a large garden redo. We got rid of our grass. Half of it, I had long portions of grass, big portions of grass in the backyard that I was keeping. And the reason why I was keeping it is because I wanted to still have grass and yet increase the garden size to be able to plant other plants. Well, ever since that we got the puppies, that grass was turning yellow and dying out, and in the springtime, pretty much the entire patch of grass was just not looking good. As I look back on it now, I'm thinking to myself, maybe we jumped the gun. Maybe we jumped the gun because see, I had never wanted to have turf. I was so against turf, like incredibly against, like really, really against turf. I didn't want turf. I didn't want plastic in my backyard. Well, it turns out we ended up getting turf. We got turf, we got some pavers. My husband built these beautiful planter boxes that are, you see, that's my Albert back there. Beautiful planter boxes. And so all of that, long story short, my wasps are gone. I used to have at least 1 nest of wasps that were out in the garden, if not 2. And before I realized how beneficial they were, I was a little concerned. What are you doing? What are you doing, Albert? You cannot fit under there. He really likes to go under furniture, and he's quite large. The wasps are beneficial. And as long as their nest isn't near your door or like where you sit outside, then they're fine. They actually are so beneficial. Once I had a wasp nest that was living inside of my patch of basil. I had absolutely no problems with caterpillars or aphids or any kind of spider mites or nothing because I had wasps and they took care of it. And I didn't realize that wasps also take care of the fly population. So this spring, now it's almost summer, I noticed there's no wasps. And I looked it up, and sure enough, it's because I got rid of my grass. Because wasps use grass to make their nests. They use grass to forage for other bugs. And I do remember the one time I ever got stung by a wasp was walking through the grass, barefoot, which was fine because even though it was terribly painful, I had gotten used to their presence, and I was so thankful for all of the benefits that they were causing in my garden. They literally caused my garden to, I didn't have to deal with any kind of pests because they were taking care of them all. I called them my little soldiers. So now I haven't seen any wasps except for today. I believe I saw a wasp. And up until this time, the last few weeks, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks, we have had so many flies. And it's not because I don't pick up the dog poop, because I'm picking up dog poop several times a day. In fact, as soon as I see it, it gets picked up. The flies, and they are not from the dogs. And I do believe that the wasp population, because it has moved elsewhere, they're not taking care of the flies. And we do have like a couple other dogs that live in the neighborhood near us. I will say that I did dump out some compost soil that looked like it was done because it was all black, you know, for the most part. But compost soil, when it is cooked and it's done, it's pretty rich. So I dumped some out in the one patch of dirt like yard that I had, and today I just planted some hibiscus and some vincas, and the flies are very attracted to that one portion because apparently it has whatever they like. So I've had to set up like fly traps and fly paper and try to take the population down. My husband even bought some fly swatters. I cannot stand the look of fly paraphernalia, and I don't like fly swatters, but I'll tell you, I use them. Anyways, so I just wanted to let you know that if you have a garden and you do have a wasp population that is manageable, not several nests, and you find that you can't even walk through your yard without their, you know, business all over the place and them flying everywhere, you might have too many. But if you have some wasps, I just want to encourage you that they are good, and they are actually doing a work that you just don't see until they're gone, and then your ecosystem gets messed up and there's another problem. So I don't necessarily have any kind of vegetable or growth of an herb or anything right now that has an infestation of something. I did have 3 Brussels sprout plants in 3 separate pots, and one of them was being eaten by some kind of aphids, and I did notice that there was a 10-line beetle on that one. And I had watched this other garden channel that said leave the one plant that is being eaten because they will tend to gravitate towards the plant where all the other aphids or spider mites are. And my other 2 Brussels sprout plants are like untouched. I'm thinking that if the wasps were here, it would have gotten taken care of a lot sooner. But they do a job of cleaning out pests in your garden, and they just balance the ecosystem. They eat the flies, and then I've seen birds come by and actually catch the wasps and eat the wasps. There's this just whole rhythm in the ecosystem in your garden, and I'm really sad that I messed up my ecosystem by getting rid of my grass and planting turf. So now I feel as though I want to plant as much stuff as I can of varieties of other stuff in the whole yard to make up for the fact that the grass is gone. But I wanted to talk about wasps and why they're just very beneficial to your garden. I hope you have a great day and happy gardening.